The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Ricki-Lee, hello.
Hello, my lovelies. How are you?
Hi, sweetness.
Ricki-Lee.
Okay, so Ricky, two bangers back to back. There must be a crap one coming up, hey? There has to be.
You know me. I don't do that. I don't put rubbish out into the world.
Well, you don't either. We don't either. That's a rule for our show.
Ricky,
Yeah, no rubbish.
10 years between albums. That's right, eh?
Yeah.
What have you been doing, mate?
Oh, just lounging around. It's I'm the kind of person that if I don't feel like I have the quality, like I just said, I'm not going to put rubbish out there. If I feel like I don't have the quality, I'm not going to put it out. So I just I hadn't found the people that I wanted to write the entire album with. I lived overseas for a couple of years. I've been on the hunt, but I just haven't found any meat. But the last couple of years, I've been working on the album with two amazing songwriters here in Australia. I finally found my people, and we've finished the album. It's going to be called On My Own, and the first three singles have been out on my own.
Meat galore.
And now Ghost, and it's just plenty of meat on that bloody bone. It's
Yeah, mate, it's a buffet, Nat. It's a buffet.
I want to talk about the situation that you're in, which is absolutely amazing, and I wonder if there's anyone else in Australia currently doing it. So, of course, you do the drive show for Nova, and you're a singer. So, hand in hand, that works out perfectly because you're putting out good music, and the place that you stay can play, can play it. Is there any other singers that are in the media at the moment on a radio station that is in the same scenario?
It's quite an odd thing,
Isn't
right?
it?
Like, I mean, I've been a music artist for 20 years now, and to be a music artist releasing music that's being played on the radio while having a national drive show and also hosting Australian Idol at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happened.
Doing it all through my own record label. It's wild, and I don't know whose stupid idea it was to put all of those things on my plate, but it seriously is like I'm at a buffet and I have too many things on my plate.
Yeah. You know what? And now I understand. Now I understand why Missy Higgins has been seen out the front of Nova here with a crowbar waiting for Natalie.
That's right. It's the only way to get airplay. And the other thing you do, Ricki-Lee, is you flit across the country, left, right,
massively.
and centre. So, I mean, you're headed here for the Court Street Party next Saturday, but you were here last Saturday for the Ronald McDonald House Ball, and before that for at Crown Melbourne Cup Day
On the Tuesday.
Yes,
So
on the Tuesday.
I mean, we've got accommodation. You could just stay here, right?
I know, I should just move to Perth. I honestly love, I think there's something about also, lots of people don't enjoy flying, but I really enjoy that 5-hour flight. Cause
You're not in economy, though, are you?
No, she's at the front.
I know.
It helps. It eases the pain.
I generally like it because it's 5 hours when no one can contact me, but now they have freaking Wi-Fi on the plane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well,
But I love it. I love coming to Perth. I love the people in Perth. I love doing shows in Perth. You guys are wild. You're like Gold Coast people. You're like me. You're a bit crazy, and I love it.
I tell you what, watching you on a Saturday night, the event we're at,
Yes.
I've never been to an event where at 8:30 at night,
Yes.
the whole dance floor's packed. So
Before main course.
and
you
slayed it.
Yeah, you slayed
But
it.
I will
all right.
say, Ricky, I want you to tell everyone how difficult it was actually getting to Perth last Saturday for the event.
Oh, yeah. So we woke up at in the morning to get ready to get on our flight to come to Perth to perform at the event. And at 6 a.m., I got the lovely email that my flight had been cancelled. My 8 a.m. flight was cancelled.
Not delayed, cancelled.
Yeah.
No, cancelled. And then they said, the next best flight we thought you might like is the one that gets you in at midnight on Sunday.
It's a tad late.
So when you're playing at 8 o'clock on a Saturday, not
A
great.
little bit late for my gig. So we're coming in early for the Court Street Party. I'm very, very excited. The final release of tickets are available, so if people want to come, I've actually performed at it before. It's such a fun event. Perth Pride, huge street party, the same kind of thing. I saw you guys on Saturday night. I just want everyone to have a great time. I'm going to perform the new song Ghost. I'm going to perform On My Own. I'm going to perform all of the classics, and we're just going to have the night of our lives and have fun and I'm going to put on my biggest, longest, fluffiest weave and my biggest eyelashes and my most shiny sequins. And here we go, Perth, round 3.
Hey, Ricky, I wanted to ask you, watching you on Saturday night, I was thinking about, so you had a couple of dancers with you. Are they people that travel with you everywhere you go? Because you're doing a lot of performances this time of year.
Yeah, so I have my band that I work with, and I'll travel around Australia with them when we do shows and gigs and when I tour. And I also have my dancers. So there's 6 girls that I use, and depending on who's available, I have my favourites, let's not lie.
Yeah.
Ever take them to Amsterdam like Lizzo?
They are amazing, and it's so nice to kind of be on stage and to be able to kind of play off them. And we're really good friends. We hang out. We were sitting in the dressing room on Saturday night at the ballroom in Perth, drinking champagne, and Joel came in and there was cheeseburgers delivered. And it was very fun. That's the good thing about McDonald's.
Yes, isn't it just,
Hey,
good gig.
is there a drag queen out there that is inspired by your name? Do we have a Ricki-Lee drag queen yet?
If there isn't, that's like a crime against
Don't you
humanity.
think?
I know.
Straight
You
away.
are right for it.
Because, I mean, Dickie, straight away, that rhymes.
Dickie, of course.
Yeah, but oh my God.
Dickie me?
There has to be a fledgling little, baby drag queen right now that's listening.
It's going to find her wings and fly.
Baby drag queen.
I did meet a drag queen once in a I think it might have actually been at Connections in Perth. And they said that they went to their doctor and asked to have my cheeks.
Oh,
that's
the highest
nice.
compliment.
Anyway, got the drag name. It's Ricki-Lee.
Ricki-Lee.
It's Ricki-Lee.
Lee.
Okay, hopefully, if there is a brand new baby drag queen that's going to be at the Corp street party, maybe you can go and find Ricky and then be named Ricki-Lee in front of everyone like a coronation.
Wasn't there an artist called Ricki-Lee?
Licky me.
Licky-Me, we've got it.
Great
It's
workshopping gang.
Licky-Me.
Solve the world's biggest issue.
Yes, that's right. Next up, Israel and Palestine. The Court Street Party, it's next Saturday, the 25th of November. Tickets from thecourtstreetparty.com.au. But, Nathan...
we have 2 tickets to give to the Court Street Party now. The Court's biggest night of the year. Party on the street with Ricki-Lee.
She's so good.
Oh, sorry, Licky-Me.
Licky-Me.
Tickets available at Megatix.
If you want those tickets, call us now, 13 24 10. A perfect caller number 10 will get those tickets.
We love you, Ricki-Lee. Just
Love
move to
you
Perth
guys.
already. It'll make it easier.
Yeah, mate.
Okay, I'll bring a few extra suitcases and I'll just move in with one of you guys.
Yeah, Nathan's got a spare room.
I've got a spare room. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're going to be the best of
I'm
friends.
not annoying at all.
No, you're not. I love licking. I love licking. I love
You
living.
can just sit around and lick one another.
I
You'll
love
love it.
living with
Sounds
Licky-Me.
wonderful.
Thanks, Ricki-Lee.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Now, let's go to Denmark at the moment.
Oh, yes, please.
I want to celebrate just for a second Prince Frederick and Princess Mary's life, because it shows all of us that we can be at a bar and we can be turned into royalty just by putting on something nice and having a drink with friends.
Nathan, last night, that was the episode of Australian Epic. Remember when we spoke to Andrew Hansen? So last night's episode was Frederick and Mary and their meeting, and it was very well done.
Oh, awesome.
Beautiful love story.
There's been some stories, though, Nate.
Dude, everyone thinks he's cheating. So there's been photos that have just been released of him hanging out with a Spanish TV and movie star, and her name is Geneva Casanova, by the way.
So I know, amazing name.
She's a socialite, but she's her parents are wealthy. She was in a movie, I think Goizer or something like that, and then she's been on The Masked Singer and Celebrity Chase and all that.
So she's
sort of
very
stuff.
well known in Spain.
Yes, very well
probably
known
not
in
so
Spain.
well known here.
Muy bien.
So anyway, everyone's saying, "Oh my God, they're having an affair." So this week, over the last week, you've seen Prince Frederick and Princess Mary fronting up in front of everybody to show everything's okay, because he says that they've been doing this for years. Him and Genevieve, they've actually been friends. They met on a hunting trip many, many years ago. And since then, they've been catching up with each other probably 3 or 4 times a year. And it's very out in the open. So everything seems above board.
It's like, there's nothing to see here. We're just friends. We catch up all the time.
Yeah. But on the flip side, what a great way to have an affair. Right
really
in front
publicly.
of their face. And be photographed.
Yes.
Don't hide. Be out and showing everyone. There's nothing happening
if we were
here.
having an affair, would we be out this
Like, are you
publicly?
serious?
Do you think we're stupid? I'm royalty. Is that the theory?
Yes.
It's a great idea.
Discuss.
I'm taking notes.
And how frustrating would that be as well? And how, you would probably feel so stupid when it is not on you to feel stupid, but you probably
as
feel
the other
so
person.
stupid as the other person to go, They've been in my house.
Yeah.
Well, I told them to go
Yes.
away together.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, because I trusted that situation.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on. Or you just work with them and they come over for barbecues every week.
Obviously, they're not having an affair.
No.
What about on the defensive side where you say, well, what do you mean? I was doing it in front of you.
Oh, that's your defence?
Is that a good defense?
Sean, this is
Sean,
for
don't write that down.
Sean, don't write that down.
This is for a whole bunch of men out there.
Thank you. What are you talking about? I didn't hide
Why
it.
didn't you should have noticed
Should have
earlier.
caught on.
This is on you.
But say your work
Thank you, Nat.
wife or the work husband,
Yeah.
right? So straight away, there's a bit of, oh.
Like, you and me, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like so say your partner knows all about your work wife or your work husband, and you just speak about them freely,
Yeah.
and then finding out later on that
Yeah.
they've been doing it.
I'm not having an
And-
affair with Sean because Megan carries scissors everywhere. I learned that on Saturday
Yeah,
night.
she'll come for you.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
We want to know this situation. We want to know
Yeah.
affairs that are happening out in the open, right in your face, but you didn't know about it.
Was
but
it
now
happening?
looking
Too
back,
obvious.
you're going, "Oh my god, of course it was."
Yeah.
In plain sight.
Yes.
And you're like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot.
I know. I hope this isn't happening to Princess Mary. It won't.
No.
Frederick's a great guy, what I can tell. $300 voucher to the Republic of Fremantle Distilling Co. is going to go to someone. Gift someone a gin-making experience with a gin school gift voucher from Republic of Fremantle.
It is a ripping gift, by the way. Yeah, it's so good. All right. Did it turn out that the affair was happening in plain sight, right in front of your very eyes? And if you'd only just made the connection, you would have been, oh God.
How obvious.
Hit us up. Maria's in Bertram. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Maria.
Maria, what happened?
So my ex-husband we were involved with local football club. He ended up, I guess, having an affair with someone from the club. So basically there was a lot of events that, involved that she would be turning up to. He orchestrated a lot of, group dinners and things like that she would be there. And, it turns out after about 6 months, it turned out they were having an affair.
So it was when you were going to these group dinners and stuff, you were there, you just thought she was just some other
absolutely.
person
Someone
you got
else on
along
the
well
committee.
with, she's nice.
They were both on the committee,
Yeah.
Okay, did anyone ever say, oh, God, they both get along with each other really well or anything like that? Did you ever think that?
No.
It was a bit weird the way they're having events every third day.
And the events are just them two in a bed.
No, just in the canteen,
Oh, the canteen. I mean,
Cantina.
you would sleep with someone for access to the canteen, though,
You
wouldn't
would,
you?
yeah, those giant
Well, if
pythons,
they're
no.
selling good sausage rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, Maria, well, that's awful for you, but glad he's out of your life.
Maria, how did you find out?
I guess it was just, it's nearly 4 years in the next couple of days that it happened. But I just had, I got feeling. I confronted him and he just said, that's
Oh, my
what it was.
God.
And, I guess afterthought you go, it was blah, 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 and it was.
Can I say, I read this article the other day and this woman said that she, for a Christmas present, she realised that when her husband was cheating, she received a what are those shoes called? Manolo Blanc?
A Manolo Blanc.
Yeah. So basically, she had been given some of them from her husband, a pair of them, and they were 3 sizes too small. And she was like, oh, okay, that's weird how he didn't get my size right. Later on, she went into the room and she was like just packing up some stuff and she found a gift bag of that shop. And then there was another pair, exactly the same pair of shoes that were in her size.
He gave her the wrong one.
He gave her the size of his mistress.
That's on him.
Who sounded tiny.
Clearly he was in it for the tiny
pocket
feet. Thanks, Maria. Never trust somebody else on the committee. That's what I'm learning
Yeah,
from
okay,
that
write that
story.
down. That's in the notes.
Elise is in the Angebub. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Elise.
Elise, what have you got for us? We're talking about affairs that happen in plain sight.
Okay, so when I was young, we lived in Sydney, and my dad had a good friend in the Brisbane office. And this friend ended up becoming a family friend, and her cousin was one of my mum's really close friends until my mum passed away.
Oh.
We got transferred to Brisbane, and after about 18 months or so, my stepfather's behaviour changed quite significantly. And anyway, how it all came out in the wash was at the work Christmas party at the boss's house, she, the friend in the Brisbane office, was sitting on my stepfather's lap and he was fondling her in front of my mum and all the work colleagues.
Well, that's in plain sight, all right.
Sorry.
Fondling.
Your dad was fondling her in front of your mum, so everyone thought it was a bit of a joke, did they? No?
I
What?
don't know, because I was a child at the time, so I wasn't there, but my brother and I, how we found out was we were in the backyard and we could, of course, hear the fight. And we thought it was hysterical at the time and kept repeating, words that Mum said. You touched her boobs and you touched her...
Yes.
Minnie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We were in
So you're repeating words that your mum used as an argument against your dad when she found him that is cheating. You two were having fun with those
I
words
thought
in
it
the
was
backyard.
hilarious.
Infidelity. I don't know what it means. It's so funny.
And the silly thing is, he stayed with him. He's still around today, but I no longer speak to him because of multiple issues.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they stayed together.
So, I guess that means it was a love match. If after all these years they're still together, it wasn't just a casual fling.
I know, but I don't ever want a woman to be in the situation where her husband can fondle another woman at a party in front of her and then her to have to go forward.
I'm not defending that.
No, I know you're not.
Yeah.
Like, that's sad in itself.
Yeah, fondle in private.
Fondle in private.
And never trust the woman in the Brisbane office. Write that down, Sean.
Yeah, that's on... Okay, 7.
Let's
We're up to
finish
7 notes.
Emma in Forestfield. Hey, Em.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Did the affair happen in plain sight?
Yeah, it actually happened to me. So my ex, he was really good friends with this woman running a soccer club that he used to go to every Sunday. And he had training throughout the week.
Yep.
I met her and everything, and she was a little bit weird with me when I first met her, and I didn't really know what that was about. Anyway, fast forward, I found some messages on his phone, including some pictures and stuff like that. And his defense was, she just wanted to know if it was okay to upload to social media.
Her sexy photos.
Her sexy photos.
So he's the filter, he's the editor.
Yeah.
Was she nude or was she wearing something at the time?
She was wearing, very little clothing, but there was a little bit on.
I do have to, in her defence, though, before I put anything on social media, I send it to your husband as well. I think ex-husband, we all do. Anyway, keep going.
He's got a good eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, every Sunday when they did training and stuff like that, he would go to soccer training and he would be gone for literally 8 hours, uncontactable.
No.
Unreachable.
Jeez, he must have been fit.
Yeah.
Skills were amazing.
So he would come back after the 8 hours, and what would he say?
Nothing. He would just continue on as normal. And, I would kind of internalise it a lot and get really frustrated and complain to my friends. And then after we split up, that's when I confronted him about it. He was begging for me back, and I just put the evidence there in front of him because I took pictures of the messages on my phone.
Yeah.
That was the end of that. But
you know what? This is the thing about how brazen that is, because say he's at soccer and he's there for 8 hours.
Soccer training that goes for 8 hours is a lot.
Yeah, so usually if someone's having an affair and they're hiding it from you, they're using all these sneaky tricks and you won't ever see them missing gaps of time.
Yeah.
But the fact that he just had big missing gaps of time and just didn't ever give you an explanation, that's so blatant.
Yeah.
And Emma, you said that once you split up, then you bought
so it wasn't
attention.
So that wasn't the affair exposing the affair that split you up.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it. There was a couple of other things.
Yeah.
He was really dodgy with other women in general. And I was just kind of at a point where I was over it.
Yeah.
So I left the situation.
Yeah,
and then when he was begging for me back, saying he'd never done anything wrong by me or anything like that, that's when I just kind of dropped it in there.
Yeah.
It was
As a matter of fact, I think you have. Yeah.
Yes, that is so great to be sitting there on this burning bit of information that you can just drop like a grenade whenever you want.
Ladies, don't let your partners play sport. That's what I'm taking away from this.
I know.
Sporting
What
clubs.
is that?
Dodgy as.
Really good
Hotbeds
point.
of infidelity. What's going on?
Absolutely. Write it down. $300 voucher to Republic of Fremantle Distilling Co. Give someone a gin-making experience with a gin school gift voucher from republicoffremantle.com. A couple of sporting events there. Geez, they really got us. And Elise, though, when she was young and she was repeating her mum's fight with her stepdad at the time. That was pretty funny, actually, so I'm going to give them
And it had
$300.
the word fondling in it, so you're on board.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Bit of a momentous day here at Nova this morning.
It's really nice, actually. As you know, Nova is the Hogwarts of the media.
It is,
landscape.
Nate. It is.
And it's where the next generation are taught.
Yes.
And you might have heard her on our show
Yes.
just recently. Her name is Jess. Hi, Jess.
Hi, you might know me as Jess Rowe.
Jess
I said it in the news.
Now, Jess is a Casanova.
Yes, that's right.
But she's training to do all other things in the building because we've seen a bit of talent in her. And Ellie, you saw a bit of a spark, haven't you?
I did. I love the sound of her voice.
Oh, this is the Professor McGonagall of the news department.
I am.
obviously.
Yes.
Hi,
But way cooler and younger and hipper, hey, Shaun?
Oh, mate, the way she's acting
Ellie, you've
today, in
lifted today.
particular.
I got in here earlier than I've ever been in here in my life.
You know what
for this
that
girl,
is to be a mentor.
yeah.
You're one of those mentors that walks into a classroom. You know those teachers that walk in
Yeah.
and go, "Hi, everyone. Don't call me Mr. Morris. I'm Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm a friend." You know what I mean?
cool
And then I
teacher.
dab in front of everyone.
Nathan, she was trying to be so cool when I was in the newsroom to Jess. It was just so funny this morning.
You,
But I
you're
want to
acting
say,
like I've got a Zimmer frame and that I'm trying to be cool. I'm
Pretty
30.
much.
I am the youth.
No, not according to Jess, you're not.
Okay, TikTok.
when we saw your car today, when you saw Ellie walk in past you, what did you think?
Ellie always runs in because she's running late for the 5:30 news, right? So, Jess, as a tip, if you ever want to take a job, just be here for the 5:30 news. Anyway, and today she strolled in at 20
Super
to
early.
5, and I was like, what is going on? But it was because it was a monumental day.
Yeah.
What was
Because of
happening?
me.
Well, we were training up Jess and we let her read the 5:30 on air this morning. She wrote
did,
it
yeah.
and read it.
And now, Jess, you're still recovering?
Yeah, I couldn't feel my legs
Yeah.
for like 3 minutes after.
She needed half an hour of counselling.
I know, yeah. So
You were crying.
I was holding back tears. I didn't want to disappoint Ellie. My biggest fear was disappointing Ellie and
Because
crying.
she's so cool and relatable.
yeah. Slay!
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer over there.
Yes, Queen! Yes!
No, I teach her the lingo.
Oh, why? Because she's so old? All right. I think that, you know what? It was probably wasted at 5:30.
Yeah, that's right.
This should be shown in the prime times of the show.
Of 6:15.
Oh, 6:15. Let's have a listen.
On your radio, on the Nova Player, and Play Nova.
This is Nova.
It's 5:31. Good morning. I'm Jess Rowe. Virgin has left Adelaide Coldplay fans disappointed after they cancelled a flight to Perth overnight. All other flights are booked, with some offered to fly on Monday, while others have jumped in the car to try and drive here in time for this weekend's concerts. Overseas, US President Joe Biden is holding high-level talks with his Chinese counterpart. The conflict in the Middle East and climate change are set to dominate talks. And the biggest players in the Australian music industry have gathered in Sydney overnight for the Arias. Troye Sivan won Song of the Year award with his song Rush. Kylie Minogue won Best Pop Release. Rock band Jet was inducted into the ARIA Hall of Fame. Now to sport. India has beaten New Zealand by 70 runs in the first semi-final of the One Day World Cup, while Aussie skipper Pat Cummins says star all-rounder Glenn Maxwell is right to go for tonight's second semi-final against South Africa, despite being sent for scans this week.
Max is all clear. He's all good.
You know what I like about this?
Still a little bit sore.
Is you're an up-talker.
That's right.
Your words go up.
It's like the girl next door reading the news.
I was so excited about things I probably shouldn't have been excited about.
It's like you're hearing it for the first time as you're reading it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, this is great news.
Thanks for making me relive that.
No, can I just be honest? I really like the strong open. I like the way how you announce your name.
Yes.
Because you know why? There's another Jessica Rowe in the media
Yes.
landscape.
Yeah. She's
and
never
you
tried that.
And you've got to come in strong and let her know, no, this is my name like this.
Just Rowe. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.